My guest has created a niche for himself in India and abroad and continues to charm the audience with his acting skills. Welcome to Baatein Ankahee with Ali Fazal. Ali, welcome to Pinkvilla.
Thank you. Thank you. This has been long overdue.
This is long overdue. I'm
Yes.
so happy we are doing this. I was just discussing with my DOP in the morning that we are very excited for this conversation. There's so much that we have to talk about.
Yes. I don't know if I can say that. But it's just talking, I think, freaks me out. But I'm very excited. I'm excited because I've been also following up with the team. When are we doing this?
Yeah.
And, was looking forward actually.
So this conversation is, like I said, it's a freewheeling conversation. We'll talk about your journey right from the beginning. But before that, I have a surprise for you. So there's someone, like you sent an audio note for Richa.
Oh man.
There is someone who sent an audio note for you. But this is not Richa. This is someone else very close to you. And I think it's an amazing audio note. Can you play it for you?
Yeah?
Let's do it?
Oh God, are you serious?
Yeah. Okay.
अरे शालू कहाँ है? अरे मेरे भाई अली, big hug, मेरे भाई, love you. It feels so good for the amazing friendship we've had more than a decade now. We've literally grown together, ventured out together. I got a chance to do my first film with you. So much we've explored, so much we've learned, and keep doing the amazing work, mere bhai. Keep being the amazing human being that you are always. You spread so much of joy, so much of happiness, and so much of love everywhere, wherever you go. And right from being on the madness, doing the crazy stuff on set, to making our own short films, to having the most amazing meals thanks to Pulkit and his vans and everywhere outside. I think it just feels so great. And while recording this right now, it just feels that, it's been so many years, but it doesn't feel that it's been so many years. It just feels like yesterday, man, like 2021, 2011, 2012. It just feels like yesterday when we first met. We sat down to read together, to prepare together, right from filming to the second venture. Love you. Keep doing the amazing work, and you're an inspiration to a lot of people for making such an amazing mark here and in Hollywood. And keep doing great work. All the love to you, and all the love to Richa, and just be the way you are always. The Fukras love you, and we're there for you every day at every step of life. Love you, brother, and have a great session today with Avinash, and it's going to be amazing. It's a fantabulous show where you really share all your heart out. And kill it, man. Have a great time. And please tell Avinash the story about Shalu, because I'm sure he's going to ask you about it.
Yaar.
Love you very much, and see you super soon. Big hug.
Chuche.
This is Varun Sharma.
Yes. Oh God. That's so sweet, yeah.
That is very sweet. That is very sweet.
I bet इसने लिख के ऐसे तो pointers बनाए होंगे.
नहीं तो दुबई में है और मैंने उसको text किया that I'm doing this with you and I really want him to send the voice note, and as soon as he saw the message he sent the audio note, and it's very spontaneous, and you can get the genuinity in the way he's saying.
He's too genuine. I remember him, matlab, from day one up until now we've been. The problem is now this is one bunch that we've always managed to keep meeting. Irrespective of the 17 parts we are doing of Fukre. But वो है अजीब सा हमारा कुछ चलता रहता है. अभी पिछले हफ्ते पुलकित के घर पे थे. हाँ ऐसे ही डिनर हो रहा था. फिर we keep meeting a lot. So sweet, yeah. So sweet.
Yeah.
I'm coming to Dubai. Yeah, ये साला वहीं रहता है ये. Half the time. पता नहीं क्या करता है.
ये पूछना चाहिए क्या करता है. क्या करता है.
He's always missing from the action. कहाँ भाई यहाँ वो ये कुछ काम था यार.
हाँ ये पूछेगा मैं उसको कहाँ क्या कर रहे हो दुबई में. पर आप बताओ शालू कौन है.
I don't know what it is. पार्ट 1 से ना मुझे याद है मैं कुछ ढूंढ रहा था, मुझे मिलता नहीं था सेट पे. जैसे कुछ पानी या कुछ ऐसा, तो 2-3 दफ़ा नहीं मिला. तो it became a recreation and an imagination of our mind. This imaginary friend called Shalu that we were always looking for. And it became a thing. कि जब कभी कुछ चाहिए एक आवाज़ आती थी शालू. अब till date nobody has responded to that name. तो मेरी हमेशा ये रही है कि मैं बुलाऊंगा एक दिन आवाज़ आएगी yes I am शालू कहीं से पीछे से. तो वो चलता रहता था random, very random. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, sure. There's so much more to talk about Fukre and the Fukre gang, but I want to start this interview, the conversation from where I left with Richa. So when she was leaving this studio, I actually complained about you. I said, why is Ali not promoting himself aggressively for the Hollywood work that he's doing? Ali, look at the work you've done. There's Death on the Nile, you're there. There's Victoria and Abdul, you're there. There is Kandahar recently, and these are all lead roles. It's not like you've done like a blink and miss appearance. These are all titular roles with Dame Judi Dench, with Gerard Butler, with Kenneth Branagh. Why you're not promoting yourself aggressively? These are great roles, and I've seen all of them.
Well, that's a great question. I think somewhere, and this is along the line, while I was doing, I started my career with Fast and Furious, small part, and I was doing a lot of अपना Bollywood भी चल रहा है, and even now it's like a parallel thing that's running. I think मैं अब जूझ रहा हूँ कि मैं वक्त अपना कैसे divide करूँ दोनों तरफ, and उसमें मैं मात खा जाता हूँ because sometimes I have to let go of really good stuff here, meaty stuff. That's very exciting here.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the line, I realized it's this desperate run, to reach this validation all the time. And from the get-go, we're always doing that. Even in our nature as actors, we are designed for that in some way or form. And then another layer comes on. कि यार तुम promote नहीं कर रहे हो अपने आप को, that's another thing. It's like, I'm working, and I enjoy working.
Yeah.
And I love being on camera. But now I have to take care of this. And of course, during Victoria and Abdul, I did not have the means.
Yeah.
मेरे पास नहीं था कि मैं एक PR, company ऐसा float करूँ इधर भी. Mostly on, in fact, that side, where it was really important because we were campaigning through the awards.
Yes.
We were nominated, Oscars, Globes.
Yeah. Toronto, I think it premiered?
No, we premiered at Venice.
Oh, Venice, yes, sorry.
So we premiered at Venice, then we went to Toronto. Then I think Governor's Awards, Globes, blah, blah, blah. I think makeup, costume, we were nominated and other things. Judy was nominated for.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another ball game. So that I just went along because for me it was a big win already, doing a part like that and even parts after that. So somewhere I realized that there's a little, these are bubbles you get stuck in, that I have to go crazy promoting here so that my room knows me.
Yeah.
And so I feel good about it. And so yes, these people will know me and they will champion me. But the effect of this is not going to be felt there. And that's a totally different algorithm and a totally different system functioning. And it does not function on आप कितना बड़ा ढिंडोरा पीट सकते हो. 1 month before release, it's classic, right? एक महीने before हमारा trailer drop होता है, फिर it's like a template, 2 days before release, media net आएगा, सारे front back, सालों से चल रहा है. So either I crack that and I'm at the top of my game and I'm in every party and I'm the talk of town ki bhai, or I do what I can, which is my work.
Yeah.
And when the time is right, people like it's very selective promotion over there. So, and I do believe the world is going to merge. It is already getting smaller, and so many of us are going to transition. My point of doing this PR was always that we get a chance on the world stage.
Yeah.
I'm already getting a chance in the world. If there's somebody who wants to champion me, will find a way to champion me. We don't have that culture.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't.
Which is why the question, Ali.
So the thing is, if you look at my history, my trajectory, I go out of my way to champion people who are doing.
Yeah.
I make sure people know. Our official entry was there this year. Nobody's talking about it. Shaunak Sen's film was nominated for the Oscars. Nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
These, you know, so I don't want to be the bearer of everybody's conscience.
Correct.
Is that fair? And in that, I mean, I wish, sure, you know, why not? कि मैं एक ऐसे कदम रखूं बाहर और उसकी चर्चा होने लगे. But to ask me why I don't talk about that footprint, that's मुझे लगता है थोड़ा I don't know. Maybe I'm not good at that. Plain and simple.
For my viewers, MediaNet is paid articles. But I want to ask you, when you say that, you know, that your popularity in India does not matter when they are casting you abroad, is that really true? Because I know
No, it could
casting
matter.
directors also look at social media numbers today.
Oh, but that's everywhere.
Yeah.
No, but not there. Never. It's not going to matter. I mean, look at the, I don't know, top actors there. They barely have some of them barely have any presence.
Yeah.
You know? And some of them have great, I've worked both sides.
Yeah.
I've worked with a gal on this thing, Death on the Nile. And at the same time, our director, Kenneth Branagh, who probably has zero social media presence, you know.
Yeah.
But the night after our premiere, he gets nominated for 7 Oscars for Belfast. And while he's doing that, he's already writing his play.
Yeah.
So here I'm thinking, work is happening.
Yeah.
And at probably a far larger, faster pace. And more global reach.
Yeah.
So then, is this it? That I am constantly worried, and I mean worried, to the point of anxieties and insecurities. That not too many people know me यार मेरे घर में या मेरे घर में मुझे कोई वो नहीं कर रहा है. That'll drive me nuts. But I'm still now thinking, this thing is triggered in my head now. You've triggered it.
Sorry.
How do I promote myself?
Yeah. I think.
How does one do that? If I were to ask you, how does somebody like me, what do I do? What would I do?
I think you need to talk more about the projects that you're doing there. People, I think, still identify you with फुकरे. You have to say, मतलब बोलना पड़ेगा जाके कि मैंने कांदाहार किया है, मैंने विक्टोरिया एंड अब्दुल किया है, देव जूडी डेंच के साथ ऑपोजिट रोल था मेरा, मैं टाइटुलर रोल हूँ, विक्टोरिया और अब्दुल में अब्दुल मैं. मतलब I think you'll have to be so vocal about it in the more nicer words. I mean, I'm just saying it out of frustration to like tell you, but I think it needs to go out more aggressively.
Shit. I wish I had a mouthpiece or somebody who could just clone me.
I and Richa will do it for you as much as we can, but then other things you will have to do.
Sometimes I feel very desperate to, but a part of me doesn't allow. मुझे लगता है मैं फोटो तक नहीं ले पाता हूँ लोगों से. Some favorite actors of mine, who I'll meet them, you know. I think the only person I've taken an autograph and a photo is like Robert De Niro and all these guys. And Kabir Bedi.
Really?
Yeah, because my mom was a fan.
Oh wow, Sandokan. Crazy. Yeah. Okay, let's go a little back in the past, Ali, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were born in Delhi, brought up in Lucknow, did boarding school in Dehradun, then came back to Lucknow for your college.
You almost had everything right.
Oh shit, then you came to Bombay for Xavier's. When you came to Bombay, you came with an intention to become an actor, right?
Not entirely, but yeah, मेरी लालच थी that brought me to Bombay. Otherwise, the plan for college was, I mean, it was always DU, else go outside, you know, if you get a scholarship. But by then, yeah, you're right. Like, I thought Xavier's was a great place anyway.
Yeah.
And that would have given me a sort of a chance to maybe explore acting on the side.
Yeah.
Because I was a science student, so I was doing economics. And I think during my bachelor's, I was interning with UNDP also in Delhi. तो वहाँ से फिर plan हुआ कि post grad करते हैं, which I wanted to do from outside, Boston or somewhere. But by then I'd already bagged my first film, and my play. I think theatre थोड़ा शुरू किया था.
What did you want to do before when you realized कि actor बनना है?
I want to be a pilot. First, स्कूल में मैंने प्रेजेंटेशन दी थी अपने बाप को, मतलब फादर को. तो ऐसा प्रॉपर वो एक्सेल पे नहीं करते थे हम लोग, तो प्रेजेंटेशन बनाया था मैंने कि ये you know pros and cons हैं, ये वो फलाना. ही सेड नहीं. हाँ, स्ट्रेट. Then I wanted to be a doctor because I wanted biology.
हाँ.
तो वो फिर मेरी ब्रेन वॉशिंग हुई है कि बेटा बहुत लंबा तुम पढ़ाई करनी पड़ेगी. I said हाँ, for a reason. मतलब I'm dealing with saving lives. तो वो कैंसिल हो गया. Then came economics, which I kind of enjoyed because it was similar to math. I love math. But by then this acting chaska had started. And then I realized that this is a battle I don't want to lose. Like I really fought it.
Yeah. Initial days in Bombay were tough?
Yeah. I think especially when I refused. I did the whole infamous, दोस्त को ले गए PCO. I still remember Junkas outside Xavier's. वहाँ पे उसके पास PCO होता था. PCO से कॉल किया डैड को, बोला कि वो मंथली आप भेजते हो ना, अभी नई ज़रूरत नहीं है. I'll manage. So second year onwards I funded my own college and everything. And कुछ पता नहीं था, but those were the hardest. Yeah, it was very hard.
What happened in those days? Tell me a little more about
because
it.
There was nothing. वो तो जोश में आके बोल दिया था, but there was no monthly income, nothing. So then I remember trying to enter. I got a job for sales somewhere, which I didn't take. Then I tried to enter a call center because I thought मैं ना रातों रात निकाल लूँगा, यूं ही जगह रहते हैं लुक्के थे. दिन में हम because attendance is very important at Xavier, so you can't miss. So पढ़ाई भी करनी थी. So I think I did 2 days, 3 days, then नहीं हुआ.
Your call center reminds me, I've also done call center to earn money.
पवाई में.
मैंने थाने में किया था और बहुत funny था. I went first day, I sat, one auntie came in on the other desk. She came, she removed one thali, one chakku, one kanda, tomato. She started cutting those and she's
and how are you?
Credit card चाहिए sir, credit card चाहिए. I'm like, wow, this is boss lady.
Yeah.
Quite cool.
And switch to like accents and all.
हाँ, एकदम proper. मतलब you will not
Calling you
identify.
from the right? Can I connect you to? ये क्या हो रहा है भाई?
Yeah. How were you as a child?
I was screwed up. I mean, good. Bad childhood, good childhood.
सच्ची बताओ.
मैं स्पोर्ट्स बहुत खेलता था. मुझे बचपन से बाहर रहने की आदत बहुत है. तो वो इसलिए मैं बार बार वो बॉक्स्ड इन, केज्ड इन, मुझे ना दिक्कत होती है.
करेक्ट.
एंड वो मुझे याद है, सॉरी आई एम बार बार कमिंग बैक टू द रेफरेंस ऑफ मिर्ज़ापुर. इवन व्हेन आई टुक दैट ऑन फर्स्ट, मुझे सबसे पहले यही कहा गया था, पूछा गया था कि तुम ये क्यों कर रहे हो, ये सब 5 साल बाद आएगा, तुम हमारी फिल्म करो. अभी फिल्में हो रही हैं.
That's true.
And I said, but I've seen it. I've gone there on ground zero. I'm seeing the change.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do too much work. Literally, up to matlab, like it's like trickle effect of.
Correct.
At least up until now. Now things are changing. Inshallah, it'll be better, and we won't have to wait for something to be done right in the West. But at the time, which is not too long ago, yeah. So I used to. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons मैं थोड़ा ऊप सा गया था कि वो there was a time when I really tried hard to promote myself, you know, on ground, on my films here, films that didn't work, films worked, and you start realizing that it got very toxic, you know. Like I'm very lucky that the team I have is people who I can trust.
Yeah, you've been with them for very long.
Yeah. Only because they're not putting you in some package and saying इसको ज़रा इतना बेचते हैं, तेरा औकात इतना है, तू इतना बिकेगा, तेरा इतना है, तू इतना. So you know वो जब labeling वहाँ पे भी हो रही थी, तो then I said screw it, वो नहीं चाहिए.
Yeah.
That's all.
You did Mirzapur, and correct me if I'm wrong, you started shooting for the first season of Mirzapur when you finished Victoria and Abdi.
Yeah.
है ना? You finished that and you came back doing here.
Yeah, something like that.
And then you did an OTT show here. Like you said, there were people at that point in time who said, ये मत करो.
Yeah.
Self doubt आता है. And did you ever consider thinking कि यार छोड़ देता हूँ?
Yeah, the logistics told me, भाई छोड़ दो. But yeah, my heart didn't. I wanted to do it. I thought I could do something interesting. And I think that's one of the reasons I do parts now. And I think now I'm a little more privileged to be able to say that and say, oh, let's not. Like I've not shot this year, technically. And for the first time in my life. But I'm not feeling like, you know, काम नहीं है, because I've forced myself to say no to a lot. I'm a yes man. I've always been a yes man. But I also listen to my heart, and I think, you know, it's about time we do that.
Then how did you learn to say no?
I think pandemic mein a lot of things changed for me personally. I've become a little more easy. I don't want to say I don't care. I do care, but yeah. But I used to always think कि एक कमरे में अगर मैं बैठा हूँ, I would always worry that that person there should not be upset. It would bother me. I have to go out of my way to make sure this person sitting there is not. Why is he upset? Why is he frowning? Is, you know, what happened? मैंने कुछ कह दिया या किसी और ने कुछ कह दिया. I'm always constantly, you know. So that I've mindfully stopped.
Yeah. Do people still identify you as the guy from Three Idiots singing "Give me some sunshine"?
नहीं, for some reason हाँ वो थोड़ा सा I think disconnect हो गया है.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhere here and there, yeah, people do.
Yeah.
I think it's more. I mean, recall I guess is Fukre before Mirzapur and all that. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
You remember those days? How did you get that part? I think on stage you were spotted.
Yeah, I think Raju someone saw me there. और मुझे बुला लिया था audition में. And I remember he said ये shirt यही वाली पहनी रहना जो तुम पहने थे उस वक्त, जो मैं पहना था उस वक्त. And मैंने चुपके से वो नोकिया का फ़ोन था उस पर रिकॉर्ड कर लिया था गाना गिव मी सम सनशाइन. तो ट्रेन में जब मैं चलता था तो मैं सुनता रहता था. जस्ट ट्राइंग टू लर्न बिकॉज आई टोल्ड देम कि हाँ आई नो गिटार विटार सब आता है. तो तब से मैं आई स्टार्ट रट्टोइंग द गिटार. So, which was a big misconception, which everybody thought कि I'm a full-on guitar player, and I was not. And even on set, then finally, I think Aamir sir and Raju sir both said कि तुम ना अभी उसको छोड़ दो, because I was looking at it, you know, I was constantly like, because I knew the chords, but you can't, you know, you have to be full pro to not. So we switched to common chords, and yeah.
Sure. When I did the interview with Richa, I asked her from an outsider, when I see you and her together, it seems like a marriage of equals. But Ali, I want to ask you, you've seen a broken marriage in your own family. Did that impact your vision of what marriage is? Did it make you a little jittery about it?
No, on the contrary, I think. I've not seen many marriages work on my side of, while growing up. So that made me very almost adamant to want to make it work. Again, this is a statement like I don't want to throw out. You don't know what's going to work, you know. But I like to think that it begins somewhere with friendship. And I haven't witnessed those friendships. At least the kind I have with Richa. You know, sure, friends can fight.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what the future holds. I like to think it's a good future with us. But yeah, I think that's where it is. It's really important that we unite in humor. We unite in essentially that's what it is. Like I think her humor is just bang on. So, and she's goofy, and at the same time she can be quite curt, and you know.
Yes.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
Was for a young child, I think you were in 12th when your parents separated.
Yeah. My God, you know it was. Yeah. Yeah.
How did you deal with that phase?
Oh man, I haven't done this on camera. It was fine. Actually, for a long time after that, and this is again induced emotion, because for a long time people used to come around me and say, "Yaar, how do you feel?" And I used to wonder. तो मुझे guilty लगता था कि I'm not feeling bad about it.
Oh.
So then I started telling people कि yeah, it's bad. So, but I thought two people got free. You know, they didn't need to live with each other. And I think it gave me a chance to take care of my mother and be with her, not worrying about, you know, them being attached to each other. Yeah. I thought that was, I mean, it wasn't great for her, but whatever, you know, that's just another,
Does
we survive.
Touch wood. So well. I mean, are you enjoying being a producer?
Yeah. Yes and no.
Why?
I mean, because this time I'm on this side, so I have to. My God, first time our actors came on, and I remember some actor asked for something, and I realized, my God, this is probably how we sound. बैठे में आराम से ऐसे लाउंज कर रहे हैं कि यार मेरे को वो नहीं मिला है तो मैं शॉट पे नहीं आऊँगा. Yeah, not that I've done well. Yeah, that was humbling. So humbling. Like भाई पैसा लग रहा है. मतलब FDs तोड़े थे हमने यार पहली फिल्म बनाने के लिए.
That's ready, ना?
Yeah, it's ready. Very proud of it. Yeah.
Tell me a little about it.
It's called Girls Will Be Girls. It's
wow.
Yeah, and it's a mother-daughter story, directed by Shuchi Talati, and we're very excited. We're gonna hopefully enter it soon in some major festivals, and looking forward to the world premiere. So that's when we'll announce.
Another one in the pipeline?
2 in the pipeline. There's one. Yeah, exciting stuff.
Say na.
No, I mean, I don't know how much to say. वो इतना ready नहीं है.
Correct.
But we're working on animation. We're working on a show. I've unearthed somebody who is iconic in our country. तो उनको मैं लोगों तक लाना चाहता हूँ वापस.
Oh wow.
I think it's going to be a great discovery because the man is a genius. Yeah.
As an actor?
No, he's a director.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh crazy.
And a writer. Genius writer. Yeah.
You don't tell me the name?
No, because I'm very excited. I wanna, maybe talk about it.
Sure. So there is Khufia. There is Mirzapur 3.
There's Khufia, Mirzapur 3. There's a very sweet indie film called Afghan Dreamers. It's directed by Bill Gutentag. He's an Oscar winner. And Phoebe Waller-Bridge and me are doing just special appearances in that.
Wow.
So we're very excited about that. It's a true story about the Afghanistan women's robotics team that actually went on to win the world championships. And they were basically formed to get these girls out of, this whole Afghan rule. So wo hai. Then there's Anurag Basu's
Metro sequel.
Yeah. So that I'm looking forward to. Or क्या? Yeah, 2 others. The new ones that I'm shooting.
Sure. Tell me something about Mirzapur. Shweta, when I spoke to her, she described it as Bhokal. She said Mirzapur 3 will be Bhokal. How do you describe it?
अगर मात्रा करेक्ट लगानी है तो भोकाल.
हाँ, sorry.
यूपी में ही बदल जाता है. लखनऊ में शायद भोकाल बोलते हैं.
हाँ.
मिर्जापुर बनारस साइड में है ना? सही बोल रहा हूँ?
क्या बोलते हैं?
उसमें एक मात्रा होगी.
ओह अच्छा.
भोकाल.
हाँ.
बट है अच्छा है. इंटरेस्टिंग है. She's very good in this. Yeah.
Listen, you can't pass this on saying she's very good in this. You have to
She is. All of them. Vijay is also. Sexy is also there. I call him Sexy.
Vijay Verma?
Yeah, his official name today I'm announcing on Pinkvilla is Sexy. Everybody should address him as that.
Why are you calling him Sexy?
Just.
Give me the backstory to this. I'm sure there's a backstory to this.
नहीं, वो पहला जब मैंने उसके साथ सीन किया था ना तो वो ऐसा कुछ लाइट वाइट पड़ रही थी और वो ऐसे ही बैठा हुआ था. एंड आई थिंक मिर्ज़ापुर में उसके लंबे बाल हैं.
जी.
सॉरी, मेरे बिल्ली के बाल मेरे बालों से निकलते हैं. तो आई फाउंड हिम वेरी ऐसा बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग मिक्स ऑफ I don't know, I'm trying to think like Om Puri Saab in his young days with like Nasir.
हाँ.
तो वो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा था. तो मैंने कहा तुम बड़े सेक्सी लग रहे हो. तो he said अच्छा. I think he was focusing on the scene. So he didn't listen to me. First time he didn't listen. Second time I said sexy. तो I think वो मुझसे मिला नहीं था. I'd never worked with him before. तो आई थिंक थोड़ा खिसिया गया था वो. तो मुझे उंगली करने की बहुत आदत है. तो हाँ, मुझे सीन में बड़ा मज़ा आता है कि मतलब आप छठा हुआ एक्टर है वो. तो आई कीप रसिका ऑल्सो, ऑल दीज पीपल. देन आई हैव फन विद देम ऑन सेट. हो गया, तुम लोग ये नाटक मत करो कि लाइनें यूँ रट रहे हैं और पता नहीं क्या होगा. लेट्स हैव फन, डोंट फॉरगेट टू हैव फन, that's all. So now I call him that. I think it probably annoys him.
Yeah. When I do interviews with actresses, I ask them a lot about sexism. I ask them a lot about misogyny in the film industry. I asked them a lot about losing out on certain roles. As a man, what are the struggles you face in the film industry?
Well, I mean, the first and foremost is the pay disparities. Not, I don't face it, but I see it, you know, with women.
Of course.
And that's just totally evident.
Yeah. But as a man, do you feel challenges? Like with women, of course, pay
yeah.
disparity is such a big problem.
Yeah.
But as a man, do you think your gender gives you the privilege?
You know, there's a assumed thing about men that, and this I faced on set on a piece. I don't want to talk about that because there are people involved there. But I remember there was a intimate scene, right, between a man and a woman. Man being me in question, and it was randomly introduced. You know, it was not in the script. It was not discussed. I come on set and boom, there's this, you know, everybody's ready. Like everybody's been briefed, you know, and I'm standing there and I said, I'm not comfortable with it. Now, for the first time, I think, on a set, people weren't expecting a guy to say that.
Yeah.
Why is it assumed that hum to ready hain? Matlab, why is it assumed that I should be okay, you know?
Yeah.
And probably the girl in question was convinced because of her character, her whatever brief that was given. I wasn't. And it was not it was two things. It was not there. It was never discussed. But third and foremost, I was uncomfortable with the kind of choreography there was. You know? And I was pretty fit. It's not about that.
Yeah.
But just why? You know?
I'm so glad you said that. This
and
is
I said no,
such a
yeah.
valid
And for the
point.
first time, I stuck to it. Like I said no. And I, for the first time, felt cornered. Because फिर वो आ जाता है, अबे तू तो लौंडा है यार, इसको क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रही है भाई? क्या है तेरा? तू मतलब you're not, you know? Everybody's looking at me.
Yeah.
I felt like really, for the first time, I felt probably how women have felt for years, decades.
Yeah.
You know, just by being themselves, not even being on a set like that.
Yeah.
Like everybody's just expecting you to, you know, करना है यार, time waste हो रहा है, मतलब क्या यार, shift लगा है, camera लगा है.
I'm so glad you said that. It's actually a point that I don't think a lot of filmmakers for men think.
Nobody thinks that, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Hopefully things will change. Hopefully with intimacy coordinators now and
Yeah, they are. And we had on future film I've done before this also. We've had, and I think it's a great practice, you know.
Yeah.
I think both the guys, whoever's there, you have to be comfortable. The whole space has to be comfortable.
Yeah.
But I think my biggest thing has been this, I suppose the thing we were talking about earlier, that, man, it's hard to, it's always going to be hard to find validation when we're seeking it from an entire ecosystem that is designed a certain way. You know, and suddenly there are days when, I'm sure we all have, we sit, you know, we're in front of our TV, we're with the people we love, and in that moment you're so happy, you know, and boom, suddenly it takes like somebody to say, yaar tum, you know, acha mote ho gaye ho, or ho gayi ho, you know, yeah, you're not known enough, you know, you're not enough, you know, in a way.
Yeah.
So who decides that? I feel like, you know, then it's not about my acting anymore, right? It's so much more than that.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that I can sit here, talk to you, I'm privileged because I've probably reached a certain point where I can get a call from you, or they can arrange something, and we are sitting here discussing, like, you know, individuals who know. But I'm scared shitless inside, thinking, you know, am I enough? Am I ever going to be enough?
But if we seek validation from outside, we'll never be enough, Ali.
That's what.
We have to stop.
So where does that line get drawn? Because I drew it somewhere. But even then, like, it's not enough, right? I'm not promoting my Hollywood films enough.
Yeah. That's
You
true.
know?
No, that's a very valid point. I think it really brings back from where we started. And I think you've really summed it up so well that from an outside perspective, I feel you've not done enough.
Yeah.
From your perspective, you feel you've done enough.
I'm top of the world.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the first Indian to do a lead after Shashi Kapoor. Saab.
Yes.
I was the youngest one on the academy. Things like that. But I feel weird saying it. मैंने ये किया, मैं number one हूँ, number one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, that Friday, all it takes is one person to step out, walk out and say, your work was shit.
Yeah. How
And I'll
amazing is
respect that. I will respect that. And I have to respect that.
Yeah.
So I don't give a rat's ass
Safe word.
to, you know, what, I don't know. I have to not give. Otherwise it's gonna screw my head up,
Yeah.
you know.
I think maybe striking a balance, like you're right.
I'll tell you, the biggest thing I think I would want to deal with is probably the things we connect on. Despair,
Yeah.
my grief, my, monthly amount that I have to send to take care of my family, you know, hopefully build a house, these things, cooking food, I don't know, taking care of I'm married now, I love it, I love being that.
You do?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I want to explore that. Yeah.
Sure. I think that's the idea of this conversation also, Ali. You know, ultimately it brings out the human side of the artist that the person knows, and hopefully the art and artist can be
Thanks
separated.
for navigating that.
Thanks for opening up. And thanks for saying it that you're the first lead after Shashi Kapoor to do a
God, no,
Hollywood
please
film.
don't put that, man. Like,
I will put that up for sure. Thank you, Ali. Please stay the way you are, and thank you, and please keep entertaining us with everything that you're doing in
That I
the
will.
future. I can't wait
That
to
I
see
will.
everything you're doing.
this is my cool jacket today, so this is my
Yeah.
my subtle way of entertainment.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, this is Ali Fazal, and if you like this video, then you can like, share, and subscribe.